Great question. What do I think about cannabis and alcohol when it comes to the process of waking up? And I'm going to tell you my experience and my clients. Alcohol is actually like a suppressant. So when you actually put it in your system, you open up portholes in your body and it actually brings in energies that you have to actually purge out. It's why it's called spirits. Now, I went through cervical cancer when I was younger in 2007. It was only stage 2, so I caught it. I told the doctors what was going on. When I started to realize this work and I was doing it, that was actually the time I kicked out alcohol, because alcohol actually converts to sugar. I'm just telling you my opinion. I know everybody's gonna argue it, but what I saw energetically converting to sugar, so you gotta kick all the sugar out of the body. And I had a great team that I worked with on both ends. I'm not anti-medicine at all. I think it's also a God gift that we have to work together. But the sugar, but what I also noticed is the more, because I see, feel, hear, if you look at like bars, basically they're like, the best thing would say movies, you know, movies with vampires and they feed on people when they're dancing or whatever. You've seen those movies. Anyways, that's what it actually looks like energetically in a bar. And people are like, that's crazy. Well, when you black out, you're actually being a semi-possessed. And people say, no, it's just the brain or whatever. I'm telling you from an energetic level. So it's not good because of the way it is an antidepressant. It actually unhooks you from things that you really want to have happen in your life. So I would always recommend get rid of it. And I know many, many people who have removed it out of their lives. They're clear, they think better, they're able to get rid of the energies that are in them. They start to actually recalibrate their bodies faster and they start to function better and they're able to actually live their lives a lot easier. So the decision making becomes clearer. It's the same thing when it comes to cannabis. I know people say, oh, but it takes you to another level. Here's the way it works energetically. If your vibration is high, it's going to make you feel like crap. If your vibration is low, it's going to lift you up. It's pure and simple. But things that are altering your structure are actually energetically not good for you. And people say, well, I do this and I have this huge awakening. You also open yourself up to energetic holes, allowing other stuff to come in. So I've seen where people actually, they've been taking too many of these things and they become dumbed down. They become into a point where they're almost numbed out. They think they're connecting, but you got to remember, things like this, when you're putting other things in your body to alter your state, I'm telling you on an energetic point of view, to alter your state, what's happening is that opens up to the darker energies. And this world has been very manipulated. So here's this thing that I always recommend. No judgment. You got to do what you have to do and you got to work through it. I used to drink alcohol when I was younger, for sure. And then when I went through the whole process and realized it, and then I kicked it out, game changer. Connection got stronger, decision making got stronger. I was very aware. Like I'm telling you, it is a game changer. So when you put things in your body, you don't need to put things in your body to connect. That's a myth. It really is. And I get everybody has a process and I won't judge it. You do what works for you. But what I have found with the people I work with and myself, and I used to work volunteer in an alcohol rehab center 2 years ago in 2005. I'm telling you that when we started to do the process and we were able to actually remove the energies out of the body and get them stable, they didn't get cravings again. Interesting, isn't it? Energy will bring back the cravings. It's a big part that I wish they would start to incorporate with addiction centers, is understanding we have to, you go to the root, you go to the trauma, but you also have to remove the energies and the imprints out of the body, and then it becomes a game changer. I always say to people, don't judge yourself. If you fall off the wagon and you're there, please don't judge yourself. And I have friends, they like to go have a few drinks here and there. I don't judge them. They're very nice people, but they do find that when they kick it out, it is a game changer. You have everything in here to connect. You don't need to put anything else in. So comment below. Again, please keep your comments nice. We don't need to be judging each other on this. We just need to have an awareness of what's going on. So I hope that answers your question. Great question. I'm glad you asked. Again, it's a journey. Do not judge where you are on your journey. Just my point of view.